Shalom uvracha, everyone. This week's parsha is Parashat Shemini, where we read about the final day of the inauguration of the tabernacle, the Mishkan, that was in the desert, Hashem's traveling sanctuary. And this was the 8th day, after the 7th day. So the fact that the Torah puts the 8th day in its own parasha, that's why it's called Parashat Shemini, the 8th day, shows that the 8th day is above the 7th day. And that's why this number 8 is a very powerful number. It's a number that signifies it's a level of Hashem's spirituality, which is completely above nature and reality, that it comes into reality. 7 is like the days of the week. It's a natural thing, and that's like Shemitah year, the 7th sabbatical year. 8, like we have Brit Milah on the 8th day, because that shows our connection, our covenant with Hashem that is above nature. And that's why it says girls don't need the Brit Milah, they're born already into the covenant as they're born. Only boys need to have that covenant made. So also in this week's parasha, it talks a lot about the laws of kashrut of animals, of kosher animals and what's non-kosher animals. And the Torah says, "V'tkadishtem v'yitem kedoshim." You should sanctify yourself and be holy. Ki kadosh ani Hashem, because I Hashem am holy. And it says it has to do with when Hashem took us out of Egypt and He sanctified us as a nation. And so to match Hashem's holiness, and if we want to be part of Hashem's holiness, we need to be holy. We need to elevate our standards, to always work on this holiness. And that's why we have the Torah and the mitzvot, because the Torah and the mitzvot is like the number 8. It is that holiness that comes into this physical world, and that's why we have these physical mitzvot. So even in this physical world, which seemingly covers up on godliness and holiness, we are able to feel the holiness. A haftarah, which is connected to this week's parsha, is the story of David. That David wanted to build the temple, and the prophet Nathan tells him, sure, go ahead. And then Hashem comes to the prophet Nathan. It says, David is not the one to do it. His son will do it, who ends up being Shlomo. And Hashem says there that his son will be like my son, like Hashem's son. And if he does bad, Hashem says, I will rebuke him. So sometimes when we're getting rebuked by Hashem, or God forbid, we shouldn't think it's a bad thing. It's from Hashem's love from us. It's like the parent disciplining their child. So Be'ezrat Hashem, may we only see revealed goodness and kind discipline and love from Hashem and good things, revealed good. Shabbat Shalom Mevorach.